just past exit 149 going westbound, and there's a very faint right-hand turn off of I-70, and that is where Black Dragon Canyon starts. Just past this rock formation here on the right. Looks like mile marker 147. Usually a closed gate here, so make sure make sure you close it afterwards if you pull through. And I think this is where we will pull off and air down. So we are aired down, and you'll run along this road here for, I don't think it's more than a quarter of a mile or so, and then we'll be turning left off this main dirt road here, heading through the Black Dragon Canyon, or Black Dragon Wash, I think I've seen it called sometimes as well. Views of the reef coming through this lower section here. You can really see the colors in the rock, especially where the little overcast this morning, but where the sun's hitting it, it's really vibrant. Yeah, here's the turn to the left, Black Dragon Wash, and it might have been closer to a half a mile from the fence where you go through. So you make the left here, and then you start driving up the wash. Get into the canyon very far, and there's some really good there's a panel of pictographs on the right as you're coming into the entrance of the canyon here. Just entering the canyon, and this is narrow in quite a few places through here, so I don't know that I would come down through here if it was storming or threatening storm, because this would be an ugly place to get caught in a flash flood. is some rail type fencing here where the pictographs are at. Then after you leave the pictograph wall, just kind of keep heading west, and you can't get lost. The canyon's pretty narrow, so just follow the road through. And for the most part, it's not too bad. There's a few small obstacles you need to climb over, but for the most part, it's just a beautiful, scenic, leisurely drive. The canyon walls and everything are just breathtaking driving through here. So it's an easy day, just enjoy it. So we even have some blue sky showing through, coming through the other side here. So here you can kind of see the pictographs on this panel. Very interesting artwork here. And then over here you have assholes that have come in and defaced it. So don't be one of those people. Make sure we leave these untouched, leave no trace, so that our children and grandchildren and their kids even can enjoy this. They're all pretty much spent. They're not as vibrant as I was hoping they would be. Rocks. Looks like the rock peckers got in here. Actually, on this one, you probably could have taken the wash to the left, which parallels the main road here. It looks a couple of nice little rocks to climb over and stuff down there, but other than that, it doesn't look looks pretty passable. Other than, I say, just a couple boulders. So, if you'd rather stay to the left through this section, if you've got the ground clearance, and some nice little, looks like a nice little obstacle, and then it joins up right here in front of us. It joins up right here. Just so I don't slip a tire or slide off one side or the other. This is really the only first obstacle we've come to. probably a little shortcut. The main trail stays right along the bottom here, winding our way through this this little canyon, ravine, whatever you want to call it. Some of these it's 6 one, half dozen the other, whether you go high just out of the ravine or stay in the bottom of the ravine. Here you want to stay to the right of, or there's a can opener, I guess, and slice your left side open if you get too close. There's plenty of room though. I'm going down just barely hugging the right side, and I still got 10 inches off my left mirror. Good view looking down into the canyon. There's where we're heading. Whoop, right there. And this is back the way we come up out of the canyon. Ice right through here, I-70 to your left, up and along the hillsides, there's actually a turnout that's the Black Dragon Canyon overlook, where you can, I think it's a rest area, you can pull out there, and or viewing area, whatever you want to call it, but you can pull out there off I-70 and overlook from the, you'd be on basically the south side of the canyon, looking down into it. That's if you're going westbound. Must have been the dividing point where we crossed over. We are now over on the left or the south side of the canyon. The canyon's on our right. coming over the swell area.
Yeah, that's what I meant, not the reef,
Yeah,
the
reef,
swell.
the reef is closer to Green River to the east of us, and we're just coming out of that because the mountains are getting less jagged and more rolling now. At least that's the way I understand it. Further west, closer to Buckhorn Wash, you're up along the bench of the canyon coming up out, going through the cedars and everything through here. I'm fairly certain this is the area they call Jackass Benches, and there's a herd of burros that wander this area through here. Last time we were through here we saw one, but that doesn't necessarily constitute a herd, but I figured there was more. But by looking at what they're leaving on the trail through here, I'm assuming there's more than one that's been through here recently. So as we're working our way over towards Buckhorn Wash, we'll just kind of keep our eyes peeled and see if we can see any. And here we are, just climbing up out of the the west side of the Black Dragon Canyon. So at this point, you're almost joined up with Buckhorn Wash over this way to the further to the west. Hope you enjoyed this, and most of it can be done in two-wheel drive. There's only a few spots, so I think you probably need a little extra ground clearance and maybe four-wheel drive to just keep things under control while you're getting the front end up over some rocks. Other than that, it's not bad.